with racing. Then you'll love the new betting brand for racing fans. With exclusive markets, promotions, insights and content. That's better. Gamble responsibly.
Racing in Sydney moves to Rosehill for a terrific day, and the Group 1 Coolmore Classic is the main race, and Shark joins us. Shark, we're talking about the best fillies and mares in the land racing over 1,500 metres.
Absolutely, a great race. Handicap race, so a few of these, a bit of weight to carry, particularly Hinged, who's got the true weight for age form against all comers, but has to give it away to some mares that are pretty sharp on their day and getting some weight relief away from it.
Zugotcha decided not to go there, goes in an easier race earlier in the day. Now let's talk about some of the main hopes. And a Visto, very, very good first up, but it's drawn a little wide here, Simon.
Yeah, drawn a little wide. Don't think that's going to be a problem. A couple of these horses drawn wide, and I think that'll help Hinge drawn wide. It'll give James McDonald a chance to slot in at some stage and just give her a little bit of a breather. Interesting one for me is Espiona, scratched out of Melbourne. I reckon she goes better in Melbourne than she does.
It's obvious she goes better in Melbourne way.
Yeah.
So I'm quite stunned by that.
Yeah.
Quite stunned by
So
that.
you're questioning Chris Waller?
I had her my best bet in Melbourne was Espiona, and I haven't got her in the top 3 in Sydney.
She'll come out and win this now.
She's a
and just absolutely set fire to the theory that she's better in
Not the
Melbourne.
first time I've ever gone into the fetal position.
Has Chris got your mobile? Have you sent him a text?
Fine.
Let's talk about some others. You mentioned Hinged. For me, Hinged needs a cut out of the ground.
I think so. Yeah, there are a couple in this. Interesting, there's a French horse as well, Purple Pay, or French bred horse trained by William Haggis, I think it is. Coming across to have a look at this race. She's got really good form in Europe, but it's all with giving the track.
Yep.
And we're looking at 30-degree days in the lead up to Saturday. You'd think it's going to be good 3 track. She would not have seen ground like that before. I wouldn't have thought Purple Pay.
And Ruthless Dame wasn't far away last start. The lightly raced Ruthless Dame drops in weight.
Yeah, it drops him. I mean, I think we could probably name 12.
Yep.
Here that could win the race, and that's
Jesus
the beauty
did.
of the race.
Am I allowed to say that? No, probably get in trouble for that.
Yeah, the beauty of the race is there's so many chances. That's what's so hard to find the winner year in, year out.
Righto, Shark. Who have you got on top? Because I found this a difficult race.
Yeah.
Even with Zugotcha in it, didn't make any difference coming out, did it?
I'm sort of working around the favourite a bit. I think there's a fair bit of speed in this race, and Anna Visto is going to have to put the afterburners on early to get across, or she's going to have to try and slot in, and I think she can get caught 3 wide here. There's just an element of risk. I'm looking at 2 of the beaten runners out of the Guy Walter, which was won by Hope in Her Heart, who's really reliable and consistent. Just think that Yearning, number 13 with the winkers going on, at around that $13, $14 mark, I think she's a real live chance in this race. Mustang Valley, number 4. Now, Mustang Valley was back inside, couldn't get a run at them. Yearning was basically on their heels for the length of the straight, and they finished all about a length from each other in that race. I'm thinking Yearning and Mustang Valley, with better luck and more room to move, might just surge and be really good each way bets in the race. I've got Hinged in next best. She's got the class form on her side. She brings Animo form to the race. None of the others do here. She has to be somewhere in that top 3 or 4.
Simon.
Yeah, you got me panicking. We need to turn the hoses on, I think, for Hinged. You've made me panic now. I'm still going to stay with her on top.
Okay.
I think she'll be settling midfield with James McDonald, and that'll get her a best chance of winning this race. So I'm going to stick with Hinge. How do we say Torregini? Torregine?
Any way you like.
Okay, well, let's go with Torregini as my second best pick. And we mentioned Ruthless Dane earlier. I think for the Mar Eustace camp, they're on fire.
Yep.
Bigger presence in Sydney these days. I think they've got another 30 or 40 boxes coming their way, so they'd like to have a bit more Group 1 success up there.
I've got Ruthless Dame on top, out of that surround, wasn't beaten far. I've got Mustang Valley in for second. I really like that run up the rail. Meets the winner 3.5 kilos better at the weights, and is 2 from 3 third up. And She's a Belter is another horse that you want to back third up, 1 for 1. Didn't do a lot, but I just think drops 3.5 kilos in weight as well, and will be running a big race here as well. All right, that's the Group 1 Coolmore Classic. Shark, your best bets and your best value.
Looking a little bit around the obvious, we've got the Zugotcha in as a next best. We'll get to her in a minute. I've made my best race 5, number 6, Colino, at about that $4.60, $4.80 range. Race fit, 3 runs under his belt this time around. Chris Waller stretched this fella out to a mile and 1,800 metres last prep, treating it like a run-on sprinter this time round. It went bang, bang its first 2, and then it gave Spacewalk basically 8 kilos at the handicap and a head start last time when it was running home strongly for third. Drops in weight here to 53 kilos. Karen McAvoy on. There's good speed in this race, over 1,100. I'm hoping Colino's close enough to finish over the top in race 5 and get the job done. Race 6, number 7, Zugotcha, next best. Look, she's $1.80 in the far lap, but she runs here because of the wide draw in the Coolmore. She's drew 14. They've got a softer option. She's drawn perfectly here. She's a Group 1 winner. First up run was good. She probably just emptied out that last 100, I reckon. She'll be better for this. She should put the boys away. Best value. This, I cannot believe the price of this horse. You've got a world-class horse running in race 7, the Sky High, which is effectively a set weight penalties race with some Group 3 and Group 2 horses. Magical Lagoon, number 6, is a Group 1 Oaks winner in Europe. She's been to Japan and run in a Group 1. She's taken on some serious horses in Europe. Trialled twice, I reckon $26. She's a great bet.
Simon?
I'm going with Knight's Order. I think he'll find his form again this weekend for the Waterhouse Camp. He's tough as old boots. I expect him to lead over the 2,000 metres and run them off their feet. And then the value, on race 2, number 1, Zolficard. Did no good in the Blue Diamond down here. I'm expecting a real reversal in form.
My best bet is just getting out in the Blue Diamond now. That's Steel City, race 4, number 6, and we also mentioned Mustang Valley earlier on as my best value. All right, that's it for Sydney, but don't go anywhere because coming up, the Perm and the Perk. Can we get the quaddie this week and find that quaddie killer?
If you're in love with racing, then you'll love the new betting brand for racing fans. With exclusive markets, promotions, insights and content. That's better. Gamble responsibly.